Hey guys, Jordan here, and in this video we're going to talk about why 4K doesn't matter all that much. So let's get into it. Alright, on my channel I talk about real estate photography, so if that's a topic you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. Today's comment comes from Team Davis. Team Davis says, I originally thought the same thing, 4K, gotta shoot 4K. When I got Sony a7 IV and had the crop factor, I went back to 1080/60. Agents didn't say anything about quality. So that just goes to show you that 4K doesn't matter all that much. And I've talked about this in several different videos where people were saying, oh, there's a crop factor in the a7 IV or whatever. Or there's always a limitation to cameras, right? Where you can only go, you know, higher quality. So on like a curve, you gotta see like quality on one side, and then I guess doesn't matter on the other side is what I'm guessing. So I have, here's an example. I have the Sony A1 and it shoots 8K 30, right? So I can shoot 8K 30, or I can shoot 4K 120, or I can shoot 1080p, whatever. At the end of the day, even though my camera has the ability to shoot 8K, I almost never shoot 8K. I have a few times just to test it out, but in most scenarios, I don't even shoot 4K because the customer at the end of the day doesn't care. Like the end product, whether it's 1080p is sufficient for the end result of the user, right? So if a listing agent is selling a house, it's going on they're putting the video on the MLS, and then it's going on to Zillow. I'm pretty sure those aren't even shown in 4K unless you have a 4K screen and you're uploading it in 4K. There's really, I would say 99 or 95% of the time, an increase in pixels just makes it for a slower editing process because your computer's having to process more pixels, and at the end of the day, the customer's probably not even going to use the 4K version anyways. Now, there are exceptions to the rule. There are some times where 4K, and actually on certain projects, I think what I remember, even though we would our finished product, I remember right now the DJI Mavic Pro, the original one, is an exception because we would shoot 1080p. That would be the project. But then when I switched it to 4K, the quality of the image was just all of a sudden looked much better. So even down, it just looked better overall. I don't know what the deal was with that. Something to do with whatever the software or the hardware of the Mavic Pro and how it compressed 1080p. But there are very few exceptions to the rule, and I think at the end of the day, you got to remember what your customer's goal is, right? Their goal is to sell the house. They're not they're likely not going to be putting this on the big screen and watching every single pixel. So 4K at the end of the day doesn't matter in most scenarios. So many people just want to try to maximize what the camera is capable of when, as cameras get better and better and better, what the end customer needs hasn't been changing as quickly as it, like I was saying, the A1 shoots 8K. Who the heck needs 8K? A very small percentage of the population. And honestly, you could probably deliver a 720p video project and your customer's not going to complain. I challenge some of you guys to do if you guys are always doing 4K all the time, change it to 1080p, send them to your customers. I'm curious if your customers are like, wait a minute, I need my 4K version for this reason or another. I'm curious what that reason is. Maybe they're putting it on a big screen in an open house and they need the extra pixels. I don't know. Anyways, those are just my thoughts. I've talked about it several times, but anyways, if you got value out of this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one.